wants to fight, which I presume he does, and obviously it's a huge opportunity for him financially and in terms of legacy. Hopefully everyone just,
It seems like you'd want to get it done in June because it has to start counting in July.
Yeah. September the 11th is like the date, and
the 11th?
we got the 11th and the 18th, but I believe the Mexican Independence Day is on a Wednesday. So it's like another one. It's like Cinco de Mayo, but 16.
And Plant said he wanted $10 million. Do you think that's a fair number, considering Jacob? I think Kovalev made 12, and I think Jacob's made 12. So what do you think 10 is a good number?
I mean, it's a bit of a different world then.
Yeah, sure.
But I think that I don't want to comment on the number, but he is part of the making of an undisputed fight. So he has great leverage. He's a good fighter. He deserves to be paid, very well for this fight. I'm sure he will be. And hopefully it's about more than just money. Hopefully he believes he can win. And
those are the words of Eddie Hearn as he informs us of the date, September 11th or the 18th. He also confirms that, hey, Caleb Plant, he's been in contact with Caleb Plant, and they are trying to negotiate a certain, first of all, a network. Will it be on DAZN or will it be on PBC Fox? We don't really know all that yet, so everything is premature. But the thing that stuck out at me is when they asked him about the $10 million, would that be a fair number? Because that's exactly what Caleb Plant wants. And the only thing I didn't like about this was he didn't want to comment on the number, and shout out to whoever asked him that. I mean, that might have been from Fight Hype, whoever the reporter was. And they were like, okay, Kovalev and Danny Jacobs made $12 million. Billy Joe made $8 million, I believe. Is $10 million a fair number? And he was like, well, I don't want to comment on that. And reports has already said that Canelo has agreed to give him $10 million. So obviously, I don't know if that is set in stone because Canelo said, okay, give him what he wants. But Eddie Hearn did say, well, hey, you know what? He does have leverage. He is a good fighter, and he is a part of the plan to become undisputed. So, but when it came up with about that $10 million, he really didn't want to comment on it. And my thing is why? Because the best way that you can get a fight done like that would be to secure the money, okay? Secure the flat, not really even flat rate, but the set rate, okay? The guarantee, $10 million, so there won't be any, hey, well, Eddie Hearn's trying to lowball us. Because you guys know that the narrative that shoots down the Matchroom alley or the Zone alley or the Eddie Hearn way is they lowball fighters. See, that comment, though, is the exact type thing people look for when they are trying to pin that low ball jacket on somebody. You see what I mean? Because Eddie Hearn is saying, well, I don't want to comment on the number. Well, that's the whole thing. It's the dollar amount. Caleb Plant wants a guarantee of $10 million. He said, it's around there. As we all heard him say, I've reported it and counterpunched it. So that's what he wants. He wants that for this fight. And he knows that, hey, I am the last piece of this puzzle. Give me that buyout. If you want this belt, you're going to have to pay for it and then fight me for it. Right? And I have to agree with Caleb Plant on this one because if Billy Joe got 8, even though I'm not sure if Billy Joe was better than Caleb Plant, the only way you're going to know that is let those guys get it in the ring and find that out or see how they both do with Canelo. So if the fight gets made and Caleb is more difficult, okay, well, by far, okay, he was better fighting Canelo than Billy Joe was, but Billy Joe is slick and quick himself. And being a southpaw, I think he had a lot of challenges to Canelo Alvarez. But I think that's a fair number. You know what I mean? Now, if he would have asked for 15 million, I think that's too high. Don't get it twisted, though. There is nothing that Caleb Plant did to deserve that. It's just the position that he's in. And they know he's in. So I think because they know he's in this position, checkmate. Don't try to shave something off the top, because when Eddie Hearn says, well, I don't want to comment on the dollar amount, I don't think that he has that 10 million is ideal in his mind. I think he's probably looking at maybe 8.5, maybe 9, something like that, but not 10. Right? So that's what I get from that. But Caleb Plant knows, based on the opponents that Canelo has been in there with the Danny Jacobs and the Kovalev at 175 and Billy Joe at 8. I think 10 million is a sweet spot. I think that's the sweet spot because it's right in between those opponent salaries. So that's what I feel. And I think that Eddie Hearn should make that known. You know what I mean? Maybe he had a red light. I don't know. Maybe is there some reason that he couldn't say, yeah, we'll give him $10 million because he doesn't want to overshoot it just so far or just this quick. Who knows? But hearing that first off that makes me feel uneasy, because those could be potential roadblocks for having the undisputed super middleweight fight championship. So those type of things like that. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn confirming the date, the 11th of September or the 18th, and the $10 million question mark. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.